So it's great that BCO puts that CD out and they give all that money to the food bank and to the AIDS charity. It's a real cool thing. In Philly, there's this thing that my friend Mugu and I got involved with. This Mugu up there. You guys know him. We got involved with this organization called Muscians On Call. And it's, maybe you know it, maybe you haven't. It's, you go around and you play for people in hospitals that aren't well enough to leave, basically. And the interesting thing about it, well, there's lots of interesting things about it, but the most interesting thing to me about it is that when you go in there, they don't know who the hell you are. And they're suspicious that you're gonna suck. And I'm not sure if it's from previous people who came through or what. Whenever I walk in, I always feel like, I hope that this is gonna be okay. For both of us, because I don't wanna cause you any more suffering than you are. So, a friend of mine, her mom was ill this is a good 4 years ago now. So this song that I'm gonna play is on the Mission Bell record, but I wrote it a while back. And she wasn't well. She was really unwell. And I went to she was in hospice, so I went to the hospice place and was gonna play for her and the people on her floor. And it was a Catholic hospice. So I got there and the nuns gave me the scoop. They said, thank you for being here. Please, no overtly sexual songs, which I was kind of already understood. So I went and then so after that, she gave me a rundown that, these are the people in these rooms, this is who wants you to come and sing for them, and this is who doesn't. And there weren't that many that didn't want us to come to the rooms, but there was a couple, and one of the people was this woman named Dora. And Dora was, I walked by her room with my guitar. I played in somebody else's room, and when I walked by Dora's room before I went by, the nun explained to me again, she's like, Dora was pretty adamant, like, just please don't play for her. She doesn't really want to see you or anybody. So I was okay with that. I understood, because I feel the same way probably. And she was in her room, so I walked by and the door was open. So I decided, I'm gonna sing some really overtly sexual shit. That's not true. Not true. But what I did decide was, it's gonna be a good idea for me just to try this and see, because the door is open. I mean, if she really hates it, just close the door and I'll go away. It's no problem. So her back was turned to me and she was sitting in a chair. And the cool thing to me about Dora was that she's just this tiny little spitfire woman. I could tell that she had been, through it and back again. And she was just doing her thing, and she was in her slippers. And I started playing, and I got through like the first, I guess you would call it a verse. I guess the beginning is kind of the chorus. So I got through the first whatever it is, and I noticed that she had sort of turned her chair around, and I figured we're gonna find out real soon what's gonna happen. And I got through the second half of it, and she got out of her chair, and she started dancing. Slipper dancing. Her legs never moved off of the floor, but she was scuffling around real good. So she was really getting to it, like throwing down. And I felt really great that I could connect with her, even though she hated me before I started playing. And I was just this complete stranger who was just gonna play music for her, nothing else. Wasn't asking for anything. I wasn't expecting anything except for her to play her a song. And when she got out of that chair and started dancing around, it sort of made me realize, like, because sometimes as a musician, I'm not gonna use the word jaded, but you get, you get spoiled because you're around music all the time. And music becomes this huge part of your life, and so you sort of take a lot of it for granted. And it restored my, as you could call it, faith in the transformative power of music. So whenever I play this song, I'm sharing this because whenever I play this song, even though my band will tell you, there are some nights, not many, some, when I'm a miserable fuck. And I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. I always think about Dora when I play this song, and no matter how bad I feel about everything or anything, I always take with me the fact that A, I'm incredibly lucky to even be doing this for you, and that there's always somebody in the crowd who's going to feel about what I'm doing like Dora did. So it can't be that bad.